Welcome to the BXG Podcast, the podcast where pop culture and nerd culture meet.
You think it's just going to be barbecue sauce?
Because if you actually read those books, it's just gobbledygook.
I really think clothes should be mandatory.
Speaking of Star Wars,
Captain America.
trailer reaction video. Chainsaw Man, episode 11.
Yep.
And I think that means there's only one or two left then.
Yeah.
Because I think it's
I think there's one left.
yeah, I can't remember if it was 12 or 13. Denji and Power complete their training and they are assigned to go after the snake girl and the sword guy. And they've laid a trap for them in this hotel. The bottom layer is full of zombies. Because why the fuck not, right? Makima is dealing with the yakuza and is trying to find out all the people who made deals with the gun devil that are in all the yakuza families. And so as leverage for that, she went around to one of the loved ones of all the members of the yakuza, the one that she's dealing with, and plucked out one of their eyeballs, put him in a brown paper bag, and she's just carrying that around. And throughout the fight, we do see Aki signs a new contract with the future devil, and so we get a look at that. And at the battle with the zombies, we get to see kind of some of the other fiends and devils that are a part of the unit number 4, the special task force or whatever. And one of them is like Sharkhead guy. One of them wears like a plague doctor mask. One of them's the violence devil, where he just beats people up. I thought that one was shockingly unoriginal. There's the angel devil, which was kind of interesting. She's not really bad, but if you accidentally touch her, she like cuts your lifespan in half. And so it's kind of cool to see a few of those other, devils that are quote unquote on the good side, or fiends, I guess. And then Aki squares off with the snake girl at the end, and she has the spider summon that I believe belonged to Eye Patch Girl.
Yep.
And he's fighting with it, and he can use the future devil who lives now in his right eye because, quote, his death is gonna fucking rule. And we see him getting choked out, and that's where the episode ends. So I know you didn't love last week's episode, but coming off of that, where are you at with this?
I don't know, for those out there and yourself, I don't know if anyone remembers the Bill Hader as Stefan on Saturday Night Live. We're like, this has everything. The club has everything.
A little bit, yeah.
This club has a man as a shark.
Yeah.
This club has, a spider girl. It has eyeballs in a bag. This show, this kind of brought me back, because this was more of what we want, where it's just so
insane,
fucking absurd. It's so absurd. I do kind of know what's happening, but I don't care. And that was what I liked about the show initially, is I don't care what's going on. Just give me a lot of crazy stuff. Was it as violent as I wanted it to be? No.
Right.
But it was absurd. When she opened up the bag of eyeballs,
yeah,
I lost it. I didn't laugh as hard as Jamie getting bird shit in his mouth, but I laughed pretty hard.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was just so funny. I think this show is better when it gears more towards the absurd than when it tries to generate a plot, more or less. And which is, I don't think that's a criticism of it, because I think sometimes things are better without a plot. I really do. I think a plot is good when it's needed, but I don't think a plot's needed for this show to be entertaining. Because I don't think you go to Chainsaw Man like, ooh, what's the plot going to be like this week? You know, like what's the development of these characters? I don't care if there's any development of characters. I want to see crazy shit. And, you know, he didn't even turn into Chainsaw Man this week. That was like, you know,
and
rough.
I think that'll be the
That's going to be
the coup de grace, as you will.
So I think this episode was a good setup for all that, because it was like we didn't see him do that. We saw a lot of weird shit. So it means the last episode is just going to be absolutely
bonkers,
batshit crazy, which I'm excited about.
I want to double check that to make sure that it's 12. But
it'd be weird if it wasn't, because I feel like 13 would be like one episode too long.
TV episodes. Number of episodes. Episode list. And Wall. Yeah, 12. It is 12.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this was as soon as like Sharkhead guy came out, I was like, okay,
yeah,
this is back on track. Like,
yeah,
he's like swimming through the walls and shit.
Yeah, didn't make any sense at all, which I was just like, yep, count me in. You got me.
One thing I really like about this is that they can turn anything, any arbitrary thing, into like, you're the lampshade devil, and that's just what you are.
I'm looking forward to like Screwdriver guy.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's just nuts. And I think the more obscure and more ridiculous the other devils become, the better. You know what I mean? It's
sure.
It's like, oh, you're the container of garlic salt devil, and you just shoot garlic salt out of your fingers, and you know your vampires are weak to you. And
that's the thing; there'll be like a vampire devil, but then there will somehow be the garlic devil,
the garlic,
and that's what will defeat that. Yeah, it's a garlic salt. It's just a shaker of garlic salt.
It's like playing a Mega Man game or something where it's
right,
exactly, you get the weakness perfect. Of the other thing. I don't know. It's I'm tickled with just how nuts this is. I don't know a better way to say that, and I don't think I've ever verbalized being tickled about anything in my life. I don't know why the hell I said that, but it's just like, it's like, you know, you're gonna get just 20 minutes of just, well, this is just gonna be nuts. It's like watching a video game. It's like watching one of those games where like the game sucks, but it's really fun because of just how ridiculous it is.
Right.
And this would make a hell of a game, honestly. Like, oh, you're Chainsaw Man. You get to you know, chainsaw things at the end of every level. There's the vampire garlic salt boss devil, and then they could just make,
you got your
like
blood meter, you got your life meter,
and
you got your like horny meter.
yeah And once your life and your horny meter get to maximum, then you can turn into Chainsaw Man, and you have to collect like vials of blood to get your health back. I think we just wrote a video game.
We did.
You know,
that's
feels
what we
like
do
something.
On this show.
Yeah, we just write. We just expound on ideas.
We're writers. Check out the Substack.
Yeah, Team Meat. Get a hold of us.
It's good right now. Yeah.
Is it? I don't know.
It's good.
I'll take your word for it. Yeah. So one episode of this, and I will be sad to see it go, in the sense that it's nice to just have that level of just, okay, it's nuts, and I'm cool with that.
It's
like,
also just 19 minutes.
Yeah.
I think that's what helps. It's like, because if this was 45 minutes, it's too much.
Right. Yep.
And so to be a 19-minute episode of something, I know it's longer than that, but credits and stuff that doesn't matter. It's 19 minutes, and it's boom, boom, boom.
Yep. But anyway, So
We'll see if we can get Chainsaw Man on.
just him, just Denji.
Yeah, just
We'll have to
Genji.
get we'll have to get a translator.
We'll just say there'll be boobs.
That's all. That's probably all it'll take.